Robotic Process Automation, a term which sounds like it involves robots in factories, but in fact doesn't consist of any, at least no physical ones. I'm Michael from Packer 7 Australia, and today I'm here to explain Robotic Process Automation, also known as RPA, and how it can benefit and streamline your repetitive tasks and workflows. So exactly what is RPA? Let's dive into a scenario. Fred works in his HR department and is assigned the task to organize and onboard any new employees that join the company. The current process starts with Fred receiving an email requesting a new employee to be onboarded. He then proceeds to get the employee's name, ID, and other job details from the email and manually enter them into the relevant apps. Sounds simple enough. However, Fred's company currently has many older applications in use, along with more modern services in the web. Entering in this data manually ends up becoming a repetitive and mundane task for Fred, taking significant time and motivation out of his workday. The solution: to automate the process for Fred, freeing his time and others in his department to focus on other rewarding work. This is where RPA comes into play. So what can RPA do? Well, picture RPA as software technology aimed at streamlining and automating your business processes and tasks. It can use a bot which can be configured to emulate human actions. These can include emulating mouse clicks or typing on the keyboard. It can automatically enter and fill data into a spreadsheet or extract text from an email. It excels at performing these repetitive, mundane tasks, freeing time for employees to focus on other rewarding and thoughtful work. So, thinking of Fred's situation, an RPA bot can automatically be notified when an onboarding email has arrived. It will then extract the employee's details from the email before automatically entering the data in each of the applications. It can even send an email to Fred's supervisor, saying that all the work is completed, all without any human interaction. Which brings us to the benefits. For Fred, he can shift his time to other tasks that provide more reward and maybe even feel more motivation in his workday. It reduces any errors that may occur when entering in the data and can also be run at any time of the day, unlike us humans which like to take breaks. Automating a process like employee onboarding can be challenging, and the level or complexity can vary between each organization. So here are some considerations or tips to aid in kickstarting your RPA implementation. Number 1. When making a case for RPA, identify if the current set of tasks will benefit from automation. Look out for repetitive or time-consuming tasks which require manual input. For example, comparing invoice figures between spreadsheets or copying data from one application to another. Maybe you're in the finance department running invoice processing and approvals, or you've been assigned to conduct risk assessments in your healthcare facility. Even automating software testing for all the frequent updates you receive. All valuable use cases for RPA. Choosing the right RPA tool can be critical. Each software has its own features and costs to consider. Some examples of current RPA software include UiPath, Power Automate Desktop, Automation 360, and Blue Prism. RPA tools typically use a low-code, no-code approach that makes developing workflows approachable with a simple drag-and-drop interface. And finally, RPA bots can run in different modes. The first is attended, where you have a user running and monitoring the workflow alongside the bot. The second is unattended, which allows the process to run end-to-end automatically without any supervision. And finally, there is a combination of the two in an automation workflow called hybrid RPA. Making the case for adopting automation is becoming more apparent. Businesses look to create new strategies to deal with their repetitive and time-consuming processes while facing the struggles of balancing the important yet mundane tasks of the workday. RPA is becoming an invaluable tool and is transforming the way our business tasks evolve. So thanks for joining me today to discuss robotic process automation, what benefits it can bring to your business, and what to consider when starting to implement your own RPA solution. If you'd like to know how to implement some of the RPA features mentioned today, we have other videos discussing the RPA tool Power Automate Desktop to create your very own workflows. So stay tuned to the channel for more RPA and Power Platform tutorials in the future.